Good evening and welcome to tonight's episode of the How To series. My name is Michael Audu, and in tonight's episode, we'll be talking about how to start a money circle. I've been told that I smile too much during my episode, so tonight's episode, I'm going to keep a very calm face. Alright, so see you in the next 1 minute when we begin the episode. All right, welcome back. So the How To series is a short series that really talks about productivity and finance every other week or thereabouts. Talks about productivity and finance, practical skills that you can apply. If you want to watch every other episode of the series, you can simply go down to the playlist, How To series playlist, or just check anywhere on my own channel. Right. So tonight we'll be talking specifically on how to start a money circle. Last week, or last time rather, I spoke on a different topic. You can just go and check it out by yourself. I cannot remember the topic again. Right, okay, so tonight's topic we'll be talking about how to start a money circle. A money circle is more or less like that concept where you hear you are the product of your top 5 friends, or you're the product of the top 5 people that influence your decision in a particular area of life. So more or less, a money circle are friends or group of people you talk freely about money with, who can guide your decision making about money, who can guide your mindset, who influence your mindset about money. So most times we have a money circle unintentionally. By default, the friends you talk to when you want to make big purchases or big projects, they automatically are in your money circle. Let's say you want to buy a car, buy a house, buy a new phone. Who do you discuss it with? Who do you discuss the money part? Like, how much are you going to spend on that project? You could spend 1 million buying a phone. You can spend 1,000 buy 100,000 buying a phone, 50,000, 200,000, any amount of money you want to spend buying a phone. So what guides what is okay, or what is or what makes sense? Most times we have conversations with people and they're like, go for this kind, it does XYZ for you, and it will meet up with this, you get. So those kind of people that influence your financial decisions form your money circle. But tonight's episode, we're talking about the kind of money circle where you choose who belongs to that circle, who is able to hear your financial mess ups, who is able to hear your good moves financially, your next moves, stuffs like that. Not everything, but like most of it, you are free to discuss it with them, and they form your finance. You get. Some people call it business clubs, some people call it money circles. It all depends on the level or where you are in life. So that's how it works. All right, so before I jump into how to start, I just want to talk about 4 core reasons why you may consider starting a money circle. Number one is accountability. For instance, if you are plan to make money or build wealth for yourself using the savers model, there are many models for making wealth. You get. Some people would start a new business. Some people would save a lot through their business. Some people would become brands and stuff like that. So there are many ways. Some people just inherit a lot of money. All right, so if you're going to follow the pathway of saving, investing, saving, making money from another channel, investing it into something else, or building assets, you might want to have an accountability circle, a group of people who would hold you accountable to how much you save, you set aside, and stuff like that. Okay, so if you're doing that, you would need a money circle to help you, to guide you. You get, to help you stay on course. If you say you're keeping 10% of your money, for instance, there will be guys that would say, hey, what's up? Our 10%, are you sending it in? It might be pulled together, it might be independent. All those kind of things are quite different. But at least there's someone that knows that you're keeping that amount of money every other time or every other period, and then they can keep up and ask you, and then you might give them reasons why you may or may not. And even when you want to come up with fake reasons, they can say, dude, stick to your plan. All right, so another reason why you might want to start a money circle would be to have affordability on investment options. So sometimes, let's say you find a project that is above you, maybe I don't know, depends. Different people have different things they can afford, right? So let's say a millionaire project and you only have available disposable income of, let's say, 500,000. If you have a money circle, you could, hey, call up the other guy, hey, what's up? This stuff is up and I think this is something you might be interested in. Why don't we go in together, get this stuff and make returns on it, or whatever you guys want to do with it, you get. So affordability makes things affordable because more people, those people are already, you already trust each other, you already know how you think, you already know your mindset about money, it's almost the same or in the same range or have the same perception, right? So it gives you affordability, gives you leverage. The third reason might be for information. Information about opportunities, information about things to avoid, information about you get terrain, business, whatever. Information is good. So if you have a money circle who inform you like, hey, this bank is giving out this kind of loan, this bank of industry is giving this loan, and you have ABC, they know something about it, or they know somebody, they know somebody, they know somebody, they know somebody, that kind of thing, right? So information and opportunity. So if you have a money circle, those guys might be able to trickle down stuff to you, right? And the fourth thing is support. Sometimes we just get into financial mess. It's not always avoidable. So you might need support. You might need somebody that will tell you, hey, keep going. Don't worry, it's not the end of the world. You can make it. You can keep going. You'll bounce back. Definitely, it's not the end of the world. So support, succor, different ways of supporting. So those are core reasons why you may want to consider a money circle. So quickly, how do you start your own money circle or start a money circle? The people in a money circle don't have to be your friends, they don't have to be your family, they do not necessarily have to be. They could even be more or less strangers that you converse with online, and then they have the same ideology, because you don't have to pull funds together. So I don't want you to limit how you think about money circle. They might become your friends later on, but at the beginning they do not have to be your friends. Some of them might be your mentors, actually. Some of them might be your mentors, they might be the people you look up to, colleagues at work. Different kind of people can start out to be in your money circle. But number one thing when you're starting a money circle, number one, it starts with you. It absolutely starts with you. You have to choose to be financially successful. You have to choose to want to get to a place. You have to choose the kind of life you want. You have to choose certain things about yourself. You have to make decisions. You have to discover yourself. It starts with you. It starts with you. You cannot just be anyhow and random about finances and then want people to be with you. Or you get, they are investing in themselves. They are working on themselves. They want to get somewhere. So you get, it starts with you. What are you doing? What's your goal financially? What's your destination financially? What does contentment look like for you? What does success look like for you? Get clear with yourself. It really starts with you. So when you're clear and you know that this is the kind of thing, there are some money circles that are made up of terrible people. Of course, they are all terrible people. They know that that's what they want to do themselves, so they form circles. So if you know you're not in that circle, that kind of circle, you want to start legitimate, people of integrity kind of circle, you have to be clear about that so that you don't get wrong people in. Then number two, you have to examine the people around you, your friends, your mentors, people you can call in to come on board. You have to observe, take note. Oh, this person, where is their strength? Where is their weakness? What are their possibilities? What do they know? What don't they know? Of course, you can't judge everything, but at least based on what you know, based on your understanding of the space, based on understanding of finances, you can point out some friends that are much more skilled. Friends, mentors, colleagues, members of church members, club members, other clubs that you belong, former classmates, whatever. Just people you can think of, acquaintances. Just write out what are their strengths, what areas you know that these guys have competence in, especially when it comes to finances, because we're talking about money circle. All right. So have that idea, have that list, have some people in mind in the first place. As the next point, that's number two. Number three, come up with a plan. When I say a plan, you have to have a goal. What is the goal for the circle? Some circles will be about conversation, some circles will be about a project, some circles will be about a target they're trying to save to meet up to, some will be about a project, like I said, maybe a construction project or some production project of farming or agriculture, that's farming, agriculture, business, setting up a business, different clubs, angel investing into smaller businesses, venture capital, and all those kind of things. So what is the goal of the club? What is the plan you have in mind? Why are you starting a club? Is it just to save to a point? Is it just to have something in mind? What's your plan? It doesn't have to be perfect. You can always start at any one. You can just start with one that really matters to you today. You can always grow and evolve. It doesn't have to be perfect from day one. It's called iteration. I think I talked about it in one of the other episodes. The power of iteration. How that you can start with a thing in its state, complete it, and then when you are done with that phase of it, move to the next phase and make another version of it that is better than the previous one. You get, but something working already to another one that is working, to another that's working, and another that's working. All right, so have a plan. What is your plan for the club? Is it for conversations? Is it for saving individually or collectively? You don't make it bogus. If you're starting your first one, please don't make it bogus. Most financial circles are complex, are really complex. All right, and then finally, not finally, number 4, reach out to those people that you want to have in that community. Reach out to them, let them know that hey, this is what I'm trying to do. This is the kind of stuff I want us to discuss. This is the kind of thing I want us to talk about. This is where I want us to go to with this club. But don't be entitled. They have the right to say, no, I'm not interested. No, I don't want to work with you. You get, there are many things. So yeah, so just have the people you want to reach out to them. If they're interested, fine. They're not interested, fine. Fine. But you definitely find 1, 2, 3, 4 people, except you're a total whack person, like, come on, that nobody wants to do. Nobody wants to even converse about money with you. You must have done something terrible in the past, or you're living your life in a way that people don't really appreciate. Then it goes back to working on yourself. So of course, if you want to do that, a few things. Number one, you have to be awesome character wise. You have to be a person of integrity. When it comes to money, integrity is a big deal. Integrity is a big deal, that you are a person of integrity, right? Good character. You don't lie, you don't cheat, you don't backbite, you don't go around nosing into people's matters and all those kind of things. Don't be that kind of person. If you were, stop and then move on with your life, because it's going to affect your finances. Number 2, you have to be a person of value. You have to bring something to the table, some level of competence, some industry knowledge, something that they would appreciate when you talk about it within the community, whether it's extensive knowledge on an asset class, something. Just bring something to the table. Whether you be the person that will be organizing all the conversations and everything, still fine, it's still something to the table, but make sure you're bringing something to the table. And then finally, number 5, let it flow. Today's episode is long. It's already 12 minutes. I didn't plan for it to be this long, but it is what it is. Let it flow. Number 5, let it flow. You don't have to force it. You don't have to over force it. Of course, you have to make it. It's an uphill movement, so you have to put energy to make it work, but you don't have to force it. Make the conversations real, lively. Talk about it, or keep saving, or you get. But if somebody is playing or falling out, delete them. If it doesn't work out quickly, let it go. It doesn't have to work the first time. You get, it doesn't have to. So if it's not working, let it die. Let it flow. If it's flowing, let it keep on flowing and flowing and flowing. If it's producing results, keep scaling on it, developing it. If it fails, try again. Try again with a different set of people. Try again with a different plan or a different goal. I'm just saying, but having that mindset, and of course, remember the core reasons why you're having it. You have accountability, you have affordability of options, you have information opportunities, and then you have support and succor you get in time. So keep that at the back of your mind as the core reasons why you're having it, and then use that as the basis for starting one and moving. Now, if you start with the wrong reasons, you want to take advantage of somebody or it's going to get bad. It's going to get out of place. There's no mutual respect. It's going to get bad and out of place. All right. So those are the core 5 steps to starting your own money circle. It starts with you and it ends with a flow. All right. I hope this episode has been instrumental to you in case you've been looking forward to starting a money circle. And a money circle doesn't have to be 1,000 people. It could just be 5 people, 2 people, maybe 3. 3 looks better. 3 people feels much more better, because a threefold cord is hard to something like that, right? All right, so 3 people, 5 people, 10 people, nothing more than 10, because it gets really complex managing higher numbers like that. All right, so I look forward to hearing from you. Let's hear in the comment section any questions you have, any ideas, any insights, any experiences in case you've started one before, it worked or it failed. I want to hear in the comment section. Let me see your thoughts about money circles. And then, yeah, so there is the Amber Investment Club, which is more or less like a money circle, but it's much more open. It's a broader, it's an investment club, not a money circle. Your money circle might be smaller, but Amber Investment Club is quite bigger. It has much more people. But we talk about all four things here and more: accountability, leverage, option, leverage and affordability. Not really yet per se, but we do about information and opportunities, sure, support, yeah. So Amber Investment Club is a community of young guys largely who are coming together to discuss money, to talk about money, to learn financial literacy, to put heads together, see how we can build a financial future for ourselves. We keep sharing useful information, investment opportunities, discussing about assets, different kind of things. Come on, everything you can think of. All right, so if you want to get more information about the Amber Investment Club, please visit www.amberinvestmentclub.com. That is www.amberinvestmentclub.com. So thank you so much for being a part of this week's episode, and see you very soon. I hope to hear good stuff. Please leave a comment in the comment section. All right, take care and have a great weekend ahead. Bye bye.